Ladies and gentlemen.
The intro, they changed it to try to kind of resemble Bad Girls Club. Like, they always do an intro on the season. She copied the iconic Jocelyn.
Okay, so if you can introduce yourself.
Bitch, please. Y'all know who the fuck I am.
You do know what time it is, right?
Yes, Natalie is such an understudy. She's a boss, but she's also an understudy. And guess what? Her job is to be an understudy. That's what turns her into a boss. So basically, copying other people is what turns her into a boss. Same thing like influencers when they're copying trends online and it lets one of their videos go viral. They've copied it from somewhere else. None. All right. She was like, all right, I'm going to copy the Jocelyn Hernandez. I have a level of respect for Jocelyn, just like I do Natalie. Doesn't mean I have to like them. And I actually like Jocelyn, but I'm cool on Natalie. But when they said, introduce yourself, yeah, right, bitch. You don't know who I am? What? I'm Natalie the Chin Nun. What do you mean? Are you crazy? It's me. I'm like, she tried to recreate the whole Mona Scott situation or Love and Hip Hop situation, Jocelyn Hernandez, where they were trying to get her to work and she would be being difficult. And they showed that clip and she was like, don't play with me. I'll leave. I'll walk right the fuck out of here, because she wants to be a fucking boss that's remembered, and she's going to copy iconic moments from others in order to create herself. So Natalie brought back Pretty P. She brought back my girl Ivory. She brought back Summer, Lex, Dolly, Diamond, of course, Anna, Stunner Girls. Gonna be coming in, you already know, just to, shake the room. Because Stunner do shake the room. Stunner do make good TV. Y'all do want Stunner on y'all screen. Even if y'all don't like Stunner, y'all want Stunner on y'all screen. Just like a lot of people don't like Anna, but people wanted Anna to come back because they wanted to keep the drama up. So she brought back Stunner, Pretty P, Ivory. I feel like those are going to be my three favorites so far. I don't know how the season's gonna go. I base it off the season. I don't base it off the people. I don't know these people. Y'all don't know these people. We don't know these people. So at the end of the day, we're just judging based on statistics on the show. Kind of like a game. Kind of like when men watch football, they're judging statistics. They might be loyal with the people that they're watching or the gamers they're watching on those screens playing the game, but they may not necessarily fuck with them as a whole, and it's all about statistics and what's bringing the money at the end of the day. That's why at the end of Baddies Gone Wild, they're now voting in MVPs. They should have been doing that on Baddies also. Like, why not? So I can say, I fuck with P this week. Oh, but I really fuck with Lex I fuck with Lex last week. I fuck with P this week. And I fuck with Diamond tomorrow. Whatever the case may be, or next week. The whole point is, let the viewers really, really view. Put the polls, put the numbers really, really up there. Do what one of my favorite YouTube channels, Peep and T. Do what Peep and T does. The floating head, yeah. Do what Peep and T does, where she keeps up with her polls and stuff like that. Basically, because we want to know, like, what y'all think too. Like, everybody don't want to get in the comments. Everybody don't want to interact like that. So when you do interact, it could be something as simple as a poll. You're just answering a question. What you think? What was your opinion? And it is valued and it is good. So I'm glad they didn't bring it back. Most of these girls. It looks like the new girls is going to be on some fire. The girl Bahati, Fanny. Bahati's on Girls Gone Wild. But Fanny, they got the girl Cold Killer. I don't really know if these girls are going to be a problem or going to be problems. I just feel like girls is coming on here to, do they ritual routine, hazing of some sort, so they can get their clout off of TV. But I don't think none of these girls is going to be hanging with my girl Pretty P, Ivory, none of that. Now, what do I think about the Ivory and Dolly fight on the premiere after she just fought Stunner Girl the day before when she got jumped at the hotel? That whole social media thing where she was on social media and live going off saying that Natalie set her up, Sue set her up, they better give her a good check. All right, here we go. So, did Dolly help fatten Ivory's eye back up? Yes, she did. She absolutely did. Because when Ivory came in the scene, I didn't see no fat eye, but I also didn't know that that was the day right after what happened with, Stunner Girl and situation. So if she getting jumped by niggas, bitches, I done been jumped before by 10 bitches and was handling hoes. You feel me? Yeah, that type of shit. That's the type of timing I'm on if a bitch come jump me, bitch. I'm hitting haymakers, elbows, kneecaps, heels on my foot, all that, bitch. I might headbutt a bitch. I've still successfully never bitten a bitch, but please don't get bit, bitch, because I'm like Jayla, Gretchen, and Lex. If the situation called for it, bitch, and your arm is by my mouth, and I have to get a chunk of you, hoe, I just might. But I'm also going to be worried about my health, so I just might not. But anyways, back to what we talking about. I'm glad they bringing these girls in, so let's see how this shit play out. Man, we can't never have nothing. All these girls on Zeus hollering out, you already know where that comes from. That comes from the Rock. That comes from New York State. That comes from New York City. That comes from the 585 primarily. Yes, niggas in New York City was saying that, but that shit really came from the trenches in New York. It didn't come from the city. That shit came from the trenches. So we got a girl on here whose grandfather is the VP of Africa or of Zimbabwe. This girl came on Baddies. So they can't never say that, oh, well, the Baddies, they literally can never say, oh, the Baddies made a bad impression going to Africa. I can't believe y'all go to the motherland. A girl from Zimbabwe in Africa, I guess she's making it known on TV. She should have disassociated that and left that over there. But she brought up that she is the daughter, granddaughter, whatever, of the vice president of Zimbabwe. So you coming on TV constantly knowing that, and that people are going to see this, and that you're representing something, and that's what you chose to do, I feel like she made a big mistake coming on the show. Whoever that girl is, what? Like, that was not a flex, honey. I'm so mad you even have to come on the show. Yes, popularity, exposure, you know, there's no price tag on that. But my whole thing is, you should be out here representing, like, yes, I'm the VP, I'm that girl. You know, I didn't come here to fight. You should have told Natalie behind the scenes, like, you know, I understand, you know, Baddies is big and you're big in your country, but let these bitches be more mad. Like, let me come in on a special guest note. Be like, hey, I'm the VP's daughter, and hey, how y'all live in Africa? Anyway, can't wait to get into Baddies Gone Wild, because woo, Baddies Gone Wild is crazy. We got a girl in there from the 585 Rochester. That's my city. And yes, go watch on my page when I was robbed in my city at about age 15. The Rock is a crazy place. They talk about New York City. Yes, New York City is a crazy place. Also is Rock. And imagine coming from a town where it's really in the country. That's how a lot of them down south motherfuckers don't be knowing about Mobile, Alabama, and places like, motherfuckers be getting gritty in the south. Memphis, yeah. So all I'm saying is, we got a girl from the 585. I think her name is Daisy. Yeah, she definitely putting off our city, because this is literally how Rochester bitches act. Just like her. We don't take shit. We don't play. We're very short-tempered, very short patience. We'll pop on your ass. It's not about to sit up there and keep playing, keep talking to your ass, bitch. Round for round for round. That's what you want also. Yeah, so Natalie is going off at this point. Natalie and Rolly sitting down at the table talking about last season. I mean, she's really getting to the gritty. She's really mad, and she's really talking about how she's getting really sick and tired of these girls playing with her, which I can understand and can respect where Natalie is coming from. As a CEO, we have to remember everybody got positions, all right? These are her casts. These are her casts on her show that she's creating on this network. So, okay, yeah, she's a little frustrated, whatever. She's really upset with Scotty. See, Scotty comes in like, oh, you think my clothes is cute, but not me, right? Because remember you said, oh, she look better. She said that Lex looked better than you. I mean, that's the truth. Scotty, you're not that pretty. Your body is better than Lex. So when we said that your body is better than Lex's body, should Lex be very offended? Like, I mean, Lex in the face looks better than you, more appealing. I'm sorry, Scotty. You're not that pretty privilege you're talking about. I'm not seeing it. And I'm really not trying to be funny. I'm really not trying to be hateful. But at the end of the day, Scotty, you're not a looker. We're not going to just lie for you because, what, you're light-skinned? See, that's another part of that light-skin privilege. It was not pretty privilege, Scotty. It was not pretty privilege. It was light-skin privilege, Scotty, where you're sitting up here coming on camera talking about pretty privilege. Girl, where? I'm sorry. And I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, from the smile to the teeth to the everything, like, it's just looking crazy. Congratulations, you got your Invisaligns, your teeth starting to get straight. You're you know, you're doing what you're supposed to do, you know. But the card, like, if we have to all, like, if groups of girls, including like me, myself, or other people, you know, a whole bunch of different types and looks, and we all get to put in our cards on the table, Scotty, you're not ranking in the top. You're not ranking at the top, Scotty. You're not. You damn sure ain't ranking before me. I don't give a fuck what no one on the internet says. No one in the world says. Anybody out there got an opinion on. Just like my opinion. Anybody can go shove it up their ass, right? You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, Scotty, please, just chill on the pretty privilege. But anyways, her and Natalie gets to going back and forth because Natalie still feels like, bitch, the entitlement. Now, I was already saying this. I have a whole video. I'm going to release that video also. I'm going to put that on my page, and then I'm going to try to tie in now because I already got it started. I'm going to try to tie in now basically what I was just saying about whole Scotty. And this is before any of this came out, before they was on a blogs, with all of the bullshit, it was right when it happened. But before that, I was already talking about how Scotty's going to be a problem because this bitch is just, her position is getting too powerful at a network because she's fucking somebody, and the entitlement is going to run rampant. And that's what Natalie opened up this whole seasons of Baddies Africa premiere episode with. The entitlement. I knew it. I knew it was coming. But yeah, so Anna also comes in. Here comes Anna. So now they're about to shake the room with Anna, Scotty, Rolly, Natalie. Natalie is against all of those girls. Natalie's not really feeling Scotty, Anna. She's partially not even feeling Rolly. She don't even want to deal with Rolly bullshit. She looking like, I ain't letting none of that shit slide this season. And I can feel where she's coming from, and I can see that happening. And I'm hopefully she stands on her shit. So let's see if Natalie gonna bring back the BGC baddie and act like a raging bitch like she knows how to be, because she is the boss and she does know how to make TV. Let's go. Next. So Natalie bringing up in the scene that standing on the table at the ending of that scene, holding Summer chain that she put on the dog. Okay, girl, what the fuck? What the hell? Like, what the helly? Seriously, like, for real, like, are you serious right now? Like, yeah, that's the entitlement she's talking about. When she was standing on that table doing all that, you gotta go through me, ho. You see, I got your chain. You gotta go through me. And Summer sure went through you at that reunion, Scotty. My whole point is, you shouldn't have done that. That's what Natalie's upset about. When she's voicing that to you, I definitely 100% agree with Natalie on that. You're entitled. This is not your fucking show. Why are you going in my room, taking a fucking chain, putting my name on it, and then bringing up a beef with the girl Summer where you already know I have to remain neutral with most of these casts, whether I like them or not, the ones that I like or ones that I don't like, because I am the CEO of this show, and that's what the fuck I have to do. That's my job. You bitches are hating, and you bitches are mad, and you bitches are entitled. And that shit does need to stop. All that OG shit, exactly. Just like Natalie said, no, I'm the only OG. I'm the OG baddie. Because regardless of whether Rolly started this shit with Zeus and helped bring the network up and have been on here all of this time, all the way up, carrying the network to 2025, keeping a job and keeping money in her pocket, Natalie was doing this on TV before you even, Rolly. So you're not an OG. You're not an OG. And you know what? I take that back. You're OG, but at a later time. You see what I'm saying? Because also Tommy is an OG from her own experiences on TV. I wouldn't even call Akbar an OG because she came late on Love and Hip Hop and she really didn't set no precedent. She wasn't some very present character on the show that we had to see. That was Stevie J, Jocelyn, Tommy, Mimi Foss, Rashida and Kirk with the 3 earrings, Scrappy, Mama D. You know what I'm saying? Those types of people. Young Jock. Everybody else, y'all are just additives to the show. Even Spice. Spice came on here, and Spice is carrying her shit on Love and Hip Hop. Like, even the 2025 to have her on TV, an international superstar on TV, you know what I'm saying, in current times, doing her own thing, producing music, doing media, doing television, that's big. But, yeah, you gotta fall for the part. And Scotty, you never fell for the part. You came in and start fucking on the CEO. You came in and start popping on the CEO. And yeah, you got your spot, which is great. But don't do that entitled shit, and don't let that shit cross over with your friendship with Natalie and while you're on the show. If that's the case, if you want to be the CEO's pop-off and not have a problem, get the fuck off of her show. Get the fuck off of Natalie's show. She brought you on there and you need to leave. If you feel like you are bigger than the program, if you feel like because you're an OG, you need to, have 2 plates of food. The reason that she slapped you when y'all were in Jamaica, whatever the case may be. If you feel like you are now bigger than the program, get the fuck off the screen, Scotty, please and thank you. All right, next. When Natalie started to fight with Anna, okay, Rolly's like, y'all not about to jump her. Scotty's like, why did we jump Natalie? Bitch, you sitting there picking up a plate. Look at Scotty in the background. When Natalie and Anna started fighting, Scotty picks up a plate. Why you pick up a plate? You about to hit Natalie with the plate? Because you wasn't going to hit Anna with the plate. Or Rolly. So who you was going to hit with the plate, Scotty? Scotty is so fake, it's just killing me at this point. And motherfuckers can see through that sweet personality. Girl, you done been ran through by Zeus. You done been ran through by the Zeus Network. And I don't mean like everybody in there, all the niggas. I mean, you started as whoever you were when you came here as Natalie's friend. And now you've experienced the TV. You experienced the CEO's, you know what I'm saying, eggplant. You've experienced different things with TV, the highs and the lows, the money, the fame, the touring. You've experienced all of that. Fans, fan pages. You've experienced all that. And you are high off of that high. Like, you want to get so high, you can't get no higher, honey. That's the problem. That's exactly what Natalie's talking about, entitlement. And you picking up a plate for what? Bitch, she was not charging at you. She's fighting Anna. So now you teamed up so now you and your friend who has a job to do are at odds, and you're going to team up with a bitch that you came in with fighting? You came in fighting this bitch. Y'all didn't like each other for whatever behind the scenes reason. We didn't even know. We already know now is because y'all both were fucking on Lemmy. Now y'all are sister wives fighting at the table, ready to beat Natalie and have a problem with Natalie. What? I'm just confused. Anyways, so... And Rolly was 100% correct, saying, like, Scotty, calm this down. You're not about to jump her, so I don't know what you're doing all that for. Do it one-on-one, head up. What you jumping around tables for, throwing shit, grabbing plates. I understand 100% where Rolly was coming from. Motherfuckers will think Rolly's trying to interject herself. Y'all must have forgot that line she said at the end of at the table, and when she said, I'm just doing my job. Because at the end of the day, Rolly's job is to partner with Natalie. And if bitches are having a problem with her, she can have a problem with her. But she will still not let nobody fight Natalie. Don't you see the reunion, Diamond? I mean, come on. Y'all have to start catching on. At the end of the day, if a get on Rolly's nerve, if a get on Natalie's nerves, she has Rolly. Rolly is her pit bull. Just like Tasiki was Anna's pit bull. Go back and watch my very first video uploaded to this channel. Shit is hilarious. But then Scotty's doing all of this pump faking like she want to fight so bad. It's just looking like, sit down. You sit up there and throw the plate at Rolly. Rolly was right. Rolly said put the plate down. You shot the plate and it hit Rolly. Rolly was already standing there. Rolly don't got to duck, dodge, do all that, bitch. If a bitch, I don't give a fuck. If two bitches are fighting and a bitch throw a plate at me, bitch, you need to make sure your aim is on. If you can't hit that bitch with it, all that, I was mad and I didn't mean it. I don't know a motherfuck thing. You remember how Jessica Dime and Tommy, my girl Tommy, had that scene on Love and Hip Hop where she was like, you know, Tommy was like, I was just stressed out and I was just feeling like anybody can get this work. Jessica Dime said, nah, I can't never get that work. I can't get none of that work that you handing out. I was Jessica Dime. I'm gonna be Jessica Dime, and I fuck with Jessica Dime too. I would be Jessica Dime in that situation. Ain't no motherfucking way in the world. You're not about to lie to me and tell me, the sky is green. At the end of the day, like I'm saying, if you're big enough and bad enough to pop the shit, make sure you stand on that. And if you throw something at somebody who was not intended for, don't be mad if they come up and sock you from the back or behind. It's what it is. Anyways, next. So then Scotty goes back into this. You wish you was in the pretty category with me and Lex Ho. You wish you was in the pretty category with me and Lex Ho. I'm sitting there looking like, Scotty, please stop. Please stop. It's Scotty with the body for a reason. It's the body. It's the body. It's the body. It's the body, Scotty. That's it. It ain't nothing else. It's not the brains. It's not the looks. It's not the talent. I mean, what do you even do? Besides hold a dog, trail behind your friend, and act like a pet coddling up to a CEO of a company, which anybody would do. Now, we ain't blaming you. But what I'm saying is, what do you do? It's Scotty with the body for a reason. Stop sitting up here saying that pretty this and pretty that. Everybody's going to say you're cute, pretty because they see the innocent, sweet side of you. And then you got a nice body to top it off. Okay, cool. But when it comes down to it, honey, I don't see nothing looking too good. I don't see nothing looking too green. It look regular to me. And then to say, you wish to Natalie, I'm sorry. I'm just going to say it. Chin and all. Natalie look better than you, Scotty. Natalie look better than you. It ain't just the eyes. It's definitely not the skin, because y'all seen Natalie's skin on Zoom. Y'all seen Natalie's skin on no makeup, raw, unfiltered. Yeah. So, Scotty, I would just stop it right there. I know other people are going to get on the internet because people love delusion. Y'all will get up here and y'all will be like, yeah, Scotty, yeah, and root around because y'all hate Natalie so much, but I understand that this is a business, and I'm watching a show for entertainment, and all the entertainment comes down with thousands of statistics that are behind the scene we don't know about. So I don't hate Natalie. And then to turn around, so to say, you wish, Scotty, I'm sorry, you did not eat, honey. You did not eat. You still hungry. You want a banana? Anyways, I just have to say this. I swear, when Anna get to jumping around, she just remind me of a chihuahua. Like, she look like one, she acting like one, she jumping around the screen. Yeah, ha, clock that. I'm looking like, Anna, sit down. Like, bitch, you look crazy. Like, you with no lashes on look really crazy. Like, I'm not even trying to judge. I'm not trying to judge. Trust me. All I'm saying is, Anna be looking fucking crazy in these scenes. Or a dog. Or some hairless cat or some shit. I don't know what she looked like. But, Anna, please. Like, take it slow. All that yip, yip, yip. You need to stop all that yip, yip, yip. Acting crazy all in the scenes. Like, jumping around. You too skinny for that. I'm going to be honest. Like, I never thought I would say a person is too skinny to see them jumping around, but she just looks like what a gnat would be if in person form. Like, just there, bothering you, buzzing, bouncing around. Like, sit the fuck down somewhere, Anna, I swear. But anyways, okay, so the part where they go back and pan to Anna and Scotty in the restaurant by themselves, while Rolly was walking back inside after checking on Natalie and giving her her phone. Anna starts going on this spiel, this rant. You want to act like the biggest hood bitch from LA. You went to private school. You don't know nothing about a struggle. And you think you're bad. And she's still the boss. Huh? What? Yeah, she's still the boss. What the fuck are you talking about, Anna? Who the fuck are you? You're nobody. Nobody knows who the fuck you are. Whether you came from private school or whether you came from the slums. Public school. What are you talking about? What does that make the boss? She's really showing these bitches. I'm telling you. She's really showing Scotty, Anna. She even at one point told Rolly, like, go ahead, get away from me right now, Rolly. I don't got time for you. And that's what bosses do. Bosses stand on their shit. What's the point? Like, what's the reason a boss would not stand on their shit? Like, she has to stand on her square. If she doesn't stand on her square, then, you know what I'm saying? What is she standing on? It was really crazy to see because at the end of the day, Rolly, is her ace born coon, really. So, yeah, like, what? I really feel like Natalie really want to show these bitches, like, who's boss. Like, she really showing these bitches, like, I'm the boss. Like, I'm the CEO. It's me, big vet, big girl, big Natalie, big nun. Like, what are you talking about? Like, Zeus Network, that's me. This is my show. You bitches is just on it. Because they did get entitled with all that OG shit. Anna don't even know what to say. She's scrambling around for her purse, saying stupid shit. Right after she says that dumbass shit, Scotty's like, well, I don't know nothing about that poverty you've been through, Anna. I more relate to none. But, you can tell these two girls will never be friends. Scotty and Anna, this is just a joke. They're doing the team up for TV thing, and I think that is so fucking super whack. I think it's super lame, and they need to get on with themselves. Anyways, Scotty's confessional look was cute. Her confessional look was cute. This little feather, a lot of the times she come and she be trying to try stuff different in the past seasons, and I was just like, But this one was cute. The only thing I would say is I don't know who put that feather in her head, but that feather should not have been there. The cute little curly bun with the little sleek edges with the pretty rhinestones and the makeup matching the outfit. That was cute, Scotty. You did that. So Little Miss Mary Mac is supposed to be having a dinner with Natalie and Stunner Girl. So, you know what this is. Don't try to act like it's a setup. It's not a setup. I hate how they try to whine. It's a setup after collecting a check and coming on a show season after season after season after season and knowing that this is messy shit that you're signing up for. Tommy know what it is. That's why she keep coming back for the check. Jayla already admitted she know what it is. So, why are you up here on the screen trying to play cry victim so you don't look like a weak bitch that probably about to get her ass whooped, yelling and crying, talking about some... they set me up. Girl, nobody's setting you up. You're not being set up, Anna. You're on a TV screen getting paid and you better entertain, you better perform. You better not go in there acting scary. You better not go in there being scary as F, Anna. If that's the case, you shouldn't be on Baddies Africa. You should respectfully decline and let somebody else get the position who would have, not minded coming in there to fight Stunner Girl. Let Ivory get up on your scenes and collect your check too. Because what are you doing? Running from Natalie and Stunner Girl. Biggie ain't here to protect you no more. Oh, fight, Biggie, fight. You have to fight because you want Biggie to constantly be there and be your little lapdog and make sure nobody's jumping you. And Biggie got tired of that. Biggie got sick and tired of you trying to sick her on bitches like Natalie does Rolly. She don't want to get sicked on bitches. Like, who are you? You're not nobody, Anna. Like, you really need to sit down and humble yourself. Even getting... a couple of bags or whatever little bag you got from a CEO, honey, it's still not enough because you're a castmate. Remember your position. That's what men in power do. They let you feel special. They give you privileges. They gift you. They let you feel like you're somebody. And then they remind you to humble your motherfucking self because it could be gone in any day and that they could get someone to replace you in 10 seconds if they need to. This is billionaire talk, baby. We ain't even talking millionaire talk. This is billionaire talk right now. Yeah, Zeus Diddy. All right, yeah. So, anyways, Anna again. She gets in the confessional when they trying to change this into like a theme show, like kind of how when Anna ran up on Honolulu and hit Summer from the side. Yes, Diamond was chilling, waiting on a call from Anna, so they get in the call. So she's like, "Oh, you fought Natalie?" Anna's like, "Yeah, y'all barely fought. Y'all did not touch each other. There was no fight. So why are you lying to Diamond saying that you fought?" Anyways, if she wants to consider it as fighting, let her consider it as fighting. She's considering it as fighting, y'all. Boombastic side eye. Okay, so now all I'm saying is now she's like, "Oh, I gotta fight this fat ass bitch Stunner and blah blah blah, and I'm not putting nothing past her no more, and wah wah wah, and I'm scared of Stunner and all of this." When the real tea, right? They up there like, "Oh, we gonna team up. We about to go against Natalie. This, that, and the third." Listen, nobody wants to team up against Natalie. They can realize that that's gonna be not beneficial for their job. So Zeus's main prerogative was to really try and show Natalie because she wanted to take a different approach with the show and tell these bitches that OG shit is over. So they said, "Yes, Diamond, we want you to be the op to the villain. Everyone needs to see the villain get eaten, beaten, whatever the case may be." So they're loving to see this. So this was part of the plot, bringing her back. So now that they're doing this little back and forth confessional, Anna's up there talking about Stunner Girl's fat ass and this, that, and the third. Girl, you can't call, you gonna have to call everybody fat, Anna. Anna, you're gonna have to call everybody fat. You know why you're gonna have to call everybody fat, Anna? Anna, you're gonna keep having to call everybody fat because you built like a fucking lamp. You're built like a stick, cigarette, French fry, black and mild, cigarello, a blunt, a DC Young Fly. You're built like a boy. Everybody is going to be fat to you. Why are you calling people fat if you don't want people to call you fucking skin and bones? Like, you out here looking worse than Slim. Like, you and Slim, y'all should be sisters. Like, I'm not mad at no Slim girls. Be Slim. Do what you can do. But at the end of the day, honey, you're not eating. You're not eating like that, Anna. I'm sorry to tell you. I don't know who didn't tell you before. They should tell you again. But anyways, they continue on talking. And alright, so now they open up the next scene. We got Ivory, Pretty P, Diamond. Diamond wants to check people's temperature, just like Pretty P want to check her temperature. And they're trying to see like who they can form alliances with against Natalie, because they already know that Natalie holding it down with her, big three, which is Lex, Dolly, and Summer. Now those three as a trio really are a threat. So, as Natalie's seen, they came in like wrecking balls, knocking bitches down through the reunion and the OGs and shit. Scotty, Anna, Jayla. And so they said, all right, so let's really see what we could do with this. And now I see, because of the villain thing with, Diamond and whatever the case may be, they need to click up and form an alliance. Now, obviously, she's going to have somebody like Ivory on her team, because Ivory does not get along with Summer. Ivory does not get along with Dolly. Or Lex, obviously. So, for whatever obvious reasons and whatever, they tried to piece it out of the reunion. It didn't work. It is what it is. Ivory tried to be like, "Yo, don't y'all want to be hugging me?" But I think Ivory was more so trying to troll them and see, like, see, these bitches are scary. They don't even want to hug me. Like, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they didn't want to hug her at the reunion for Midwest. So now, coming into this scene, they're not going to be the best of friends. Also, they wanted to set it up to where Natalie and Ivory had some kind of unfinished business because of the whole Stunner Girl situation. So, supposedly, she's leaking the address to Stunner Girl that, to the hotel that Ivory was staying at. And that's when the 4 bitches and 2 niggas came to fight, my girl Ivory in the lobby and jumper. So now, of course, that's going to be alliance. Pretty P, you already know. Ivory protects Pretty P. She fucks with Pretty P ever since they first came there. You already know she looking like, nah, I don't like how everybody be ganging up on Pretty P. And I fuck with Pretty P, so I'm going to make an alliance with Pretty P. So from last season, Ivory and Pretty P were an alliance, sort of, kind of. Now they come in, they're making it official on the first episode that we are an alliance. Pretty P, Ivory, Anna, Diamond. All right, so far. So we're going to see what happened with a big 3. So so far. So when the big three comes in, basically Dolly, Summer, Lex. So Summer is just on that. She loudmouth, show me your baddest bitch. So I'm just looking like, okay, you already know that big mouth gonna get something to pop in. So basically, as soon as she came in with all of that ringleader shit that she be doing, Lex and Dolly was checking temperatures, and Lex wanted to sit down. You can tell Lex wanted to have a talk or whatever. But Dolly was more like, what, bitch, I'm on go. So immediately she seen Ivory, and before sitting down having the dialogue, which everybody there agreed they were going to try to check temperatures from Diamond to even Ivory. She didn't say that, but she seemed like she was ready to check temperatures. Dolly decided to throw the first punch and get the shit popping. Okay, it is what it is. Oh, we ain't forming no alliance towards Natalie. When I say it was so hilarious that Diamond was mocking Dolly while she's holding the ice pack over her eye. Every time Dolly get injured, she gets injured bad. Baby girl needs some milk and some vitamins. I'm telling you, Dolly cannot last long with this shit. Dolly is not your cup of tea. You like the auntie or the grandma of the group. Even if you ain't as old as some of these girls, you cannot hang. You need to hang it up. But anyways, so after all of that, basically, Dolly holding the ice pack over her eyes, Summer jumping around with her wig off, Lex looking like, oh man, I already knew this was going to go down like that. Pretty P looking like, yeah, bitches was not about to, yeah, y'all not about to get on none of that with my girls. Ivory, you know, she still want to go round for round with Dolly. Dolly ducking the fade. Dolly like, I'm not about to keep fighting you. I fought you. I gave you that. I'm not doing it no more. Diamond looking like, Dolly, shut the fuck up. All you want to do is whine and cry. We trying to form an alliance. Dolly like, bitch, I ain't trying to hear none of that shit you talking about. I ain't forming no alliance against no motherfucking Natalie. Are you crazy? With that country ass accent, with that southern ass accent. That shit so cute. But yeah, so yeah, so Dolly like, I'm not doing none of that. Like, what are you talking about? So Diamond like, alright, bitch, it is what it is. Keep holding that patch over your eye and hopefully that it'll take swelling down. You look a hot ass fucking mess. And she's like, oh, it's just a battle wound. It's all right. Look at Ivory eye. But supposedly, remember, at the hotel the night before when they had to make the stop in Atlanta, that was because she was setting up the whole thing with Ivory and Stunner Girl. She had to do that. She had to pop it off. So Natalie did that. And basically, that's what we seen. So, next, I ain't gonna lie. In this scene where the big three, the trio come in, they was on that. Like, for real, it was on. They already knew when he came in, Diamond, and they probably gonna try to talk. We gonna see what type of time they want us to team up with them. We not joining their team. We team Natalie. So Summer yelling, on Natalie. And basically, after Dolly and Ivory ran theirs with rings on, they both took their rings off. They said, let's run around without the rings on. Dolly, like I said, ducking the fade, don't want none of that. Summer had to call Diamond out. Summer had to be like, Diamond, yes, you, bitch. You don't remember pulling my hair at everything when I was fighting Anna? Come on. She didn't say that, but I remember that Diamond had pulled Summer's hair while she was fighting Anna. So I'm pretty sure she want that. So she's like, Diamond, come on. Now, Diamond stood there for a minute. I will clock that and tell y'all how Diamond stood there for a minute. She did not want that smoke up front with Summer. She was hoping that they could do an alliance, and that's when they went straight into the round. So, yeah, that part is crazy. I did not expect Summer to be out here running shit on the first episode again. I don't give a fuck if the bitch look like her breath stink, look like she don't take showers, sweaty, funky, the braids looking crazy, nasty, crummy. She done, glowed up a little bit. They done gave the wrong bitch money. Now she got her little bread up and she don't look as crusty, don't look like she smell no more. She's on this bitch running first season already. And yes, everybody else is standing in the paint. But the reason I say this is because, remember, Diamond thought she was controlling this whole narrative. And she like, listen, I want to form an alliance against Natalie. And them bitches said, we ain't with none of that shit. Let's go. No, I was wrong. Okay, I had to go back and actually watch the clip. So really what happened was Dolly and Ivory did line it up for a round again. Dolly was like, come on, Ivory. So she stood up, stood in the paint. Ivory got with her. She got with Ivory. And honestly, they was getting with each other. I cannot lie. Ivory is a good and a top contender. And when I say she getting in there, just like Tasiki, just like Dolly got in there with Tasiki, she know how to handle her own. I will say that about Dolly. Like, everybody want to act like they hate Dolly so bad. Dolly on here with a mission just like everybody else. She's trying to get that bag. And she's not about to let no bitches make her scary and timid and humble her into doing so because she's going after the big bag. And if the big bag is protecting the CEO, guess what? Dolly's going for that bag. Smart girl. Let's go. Summer jumped in, and that's when her and Diamond end up getting a fair one. So honestly, even though because Summer got such a big ass mouth, it always looks like she's carrying the scene. But realistically, If you really want to talk about it, Dolly was carrying the scene. Dolly and Ivory, back and forth, doing their thing, is what's carrying the scene. Lex, you know, they got whatever they got going on. She ain't really want to jump too bad right now, and that would be smart for her not to do, because you already kind of sort of pieced it out of the reunion saying you don't want to keep fighting Ivory. So Dolly want to be fighting Ivory this season. I guess that she want to be the second runner-up contender. It is what it is. Let's see how this shit go. Diamond get to arguing, yelling. It was the trio, you know, doing all that hyped up yelling and shit. You know, the trio minus Lex, I will say. It's always a trio when it come down to the hands, but that talking shit, Lex drops herself out of that category. But bitch, honestly, to be a baddie, you gotta be able to do both. All that, hey, come get it. Lex with her non-dominant voice, that's probably why she don't talk. But like I said, the trio minus Lex. So they sitting there and Diamond's like, listen, you think she give a fuck? They like, we're Team Natalie. She like, bitch, you think they give a fuck about you? Natalie don't give a fuck about you. And like I said, after that back, they don't give a fuck about Natalie either. But they're going to do what Natalie say. But at the end of the day, you bitches are trying to choose an alliance against her. They're not going with that. She like, she don't give a fuck. Diamond like, she don't give a fuck about you. She look how she do her own friend on TV. So they're like, we don't need you to tell us that. And that's true. That's absolutely true. Like, Diamond, you're not going to convince these grown-ass women that they should form an alliance with you against Natalie because she don't really fuck with y'all like that. Y'all be up in next season. So what? Bitches better keep what they say, keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer. You got to really be in these bitches' pockets. This is chess, not checkers. This is motherfucking Chinese checkers. Basically, like, you motherfuckers are playing an advanced game. It's not no, you know what I'm saying, bullshit feeling politics in this. Nobody cares. You hugged her at the reunion. Now you're here to make alliances against her. Diamond, you kind of look weird. But at the end of the day, we know what makes TV, and we got to see it play out. So let's see what's going on. So anyways, next. When Summer called Diamond a disrespectful, clout-chasing ass, ungrateful bitch, weird-ass bitch, Diamond said, bitch, what are you? Yo, when I say that was a crazy moment, because honestly, Diamond ate so fucking bad. She ate down with just that one. What are you? We ain't even have to think. She ain't have to say nothing else, and we all just knew what the fuck she was saying. Like, be for real. She was really telling us, like, what are you fucking talking about, Summer? You saying I will never be Natalie. Bitch, you will never be me. And honestly, it's crazy as that sounds, that's the truth. But Summer's even one step further because she's smart. She didn't take your wave and do what you do because you are a genius, Diamond, with your plot for the storyline on the show, Baddies Africa. That Summer said, you know what, I'm going to take another route because it's money in this and this shit is politics and I'm not ready yet. I'm still ripe. I'm not ready to fall from the tree. And that's what happened. You see? Yeah. So, honestly, Summer, Dolly, Lex, they're smart. They're not dumb bitches. Be fucking for real. Summer tries to yell to Diamond and say, yo, bitch, face look like Emmett Till talking about Ivory. Girl, actually, Dolly's face look. No, honestly, this whole thing that she said with Emmett Till is disrespectful. If this ever has to come across anyone on the internet concerning Emmett Till, I sincerely apologize for reviewing an episode of Baddies on Zeus with the Baddies franchise, even speaking on Emmett Till. Like, the bitch Summer Scummer, that's what come to mind. See, when different things happen, I'm going to point your shit out. I don't care. I'm unbiased. This is what I'm saying. Scummer, you didn't have to say no. Emmett Till, I know you be trying to get your little catchphrases out there so you can get, you know, little viral clips and moments. But listen to me. You didn't have to say that. But on to the next. So in comes the scene with Stunner Girl and Natalie. So now we got Stunner Girl and Natalie sitting at the table. You can tell Natalie look whoa the fuck out. Girl is tired. Girl is like stressed. So Stunner Girly, yeah, clock that. Stunner Girly. Yeah, so big Stunner Girl come in. And you know, Natalie's an OG, saying it's so ironic. She's saying how she's an OG to Stunner Girl or whatever. Well, she's really talking about Anna, you know, Scotty and them, but she's referencing everybody else other than her on the cast is, you know, just baddies. And she's literally an understudy of Stunner Girl. Like, this shit is just hilarious. But anyways, you know, Natalie needs her alliances and her friends and her certain places and areas for reasons. Now, moving on. Now, she's like, okay, look, all right, well, yeah, these bitches is doing the most. She's like, Stunner Girl, what you think? She's like, I'm not taking that shit no more. this is that and the third. So basically she's explaining to Stunner Girl. Stunner Girl like, oh yeah, they're friends now, talking about Anna and Scotty. And she's like, yeah, like these bitches really like think that entitlement shit is gonna fly. No, I'm gonna show bitches exactly what it is. See, Natalie, this is what happens when you try to be friends with everybody. You try to bring these girls in here. You seen how Jocelyn had her show up set up. If you want to copy anything, copy that. All of that, letting bitches have fun. Bitches, I understand you don't want to be like them to be fake with you, like how they would be with Jocelyn, like, performing and behaving proper because they want that bag of that check. No. You like the fact that they come back, that they keep, help keep up the show, keep up the storylines. You want to be in their pocket a little more. Like I said, keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer. That makes the most sense, right? Especially as the EP, because you can get so much intel and detail, and people are running to you to say this, that, and third. But you still should have had that foot down and say, listen, bitch, I don't give a fuck if it's off camera, no one's around, y'all two sitting in a room having a conversation. Listen, bitch, if you ever disrespect me on TV, we are done. I know I can be professional and I will show y'all, the best light, and we can do this TV thing together. But if you disrespect me in such a way, I would never ever fuck with you again. And that's just on me. And I'm only telling you this because I really love and respect you girls, and some of you girls, and I really want y'all to grow and learn. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's certain shit you're going to have to treat me like the pastor, your mama, the teacher, the motherfucking boss. That's what you have to do, because I am the motherfucking boss. She should have set that standard from the beginning, but Natalie's not that boss type of bitch. Remember, she needs these people more than they need her. Yeah, so that part. You can tell Stunner Girl while Natalie is talking to her is looking like, Natalie, I understand you have your own issue with Anna. I have my own issue with Anna. She knows what this is. Stunner Girl came in with ready to fight a tiger. So she knows what this is. But at the end of the day, like I said, she knows in this situation that she's got to handle Anna. Now, the way Natalie's talking, she really wants to gang up on this girl, Anna. That's why it was set up this way. And she knew it was coming, Anna. And Stunner knew it was coming, though. But Natalie really particularly not fucking with Anna right now. So now Stunner Girl's smart. She's picking that up. She's looking like, girl, please, you're not about to stick me on bitches like how you try to do Rolly and Scotty. Yeah, bitch, it's not happening. Just like she said at the reunion that time, Stunner Girl, like, bitch, you can't talk to me. I'm not Scotty. So basically, Stunner Girl's gonna set Natalie straight again. Stunner Girl Stunner Girl set Natalie straight again and basically was looking like, bitch, I'm not about to run up while you fighting her. So like we jumping. We ain't have to jump that girl. I'm gonna wait on the side. When I get my fair one, I'm about to fight this bitch. Natalie getting all up in the way. I'm looking like, Natalie, sit down. I understand you're sick and tired of this bitch. Get your chance to fight her. What, you scared to fight Anna, Natalie? Like, come on, be for real. Like, so let Stunner and Anna get theirs off, because I really want to see Stunner whoop Anna. I'm going to be honest. I want to see her whoop Anna. It's not because, I hate Anna. I don't hate Anna. I think Anna is funny as fuck, cool as fuck, and she's good on the TV. And I also like Stunner. But my whole thing is, in this scenario, when if this is a game, we're talking about, you're looking at one side and the other. It's this team versus this team. At this moment, it's Anna versus Stunner. And Anna's been talking shit. We see the tweets online, and Stunner's been talking shit. You see the tweets online, and you see all this going back and forth on social media. Who do you want to win? That's what it comes down to. When you play a fucking game, you pick a character at the beginning of the game like Mortal Kombat, and you try to pick the best one or the one that you like. You're not about to sit up there and be, using the same exact one every time. Why? Because it's a game. It's the freedom to choose. So we got the freedom to select. I'm telling you right the fuck now, I want to see Stunner Girl whoop Anna. Like they said, she gets to talking all the hot shit on the internet. So when it comes down to talking all the hot shit on the internet, which is what this show is about, let's see who can back it up, and let's see how they're going to back it up. What you going to do? What you going to do, huh? So now Anna walks in. Anna walks in, and Anna is very afraid. Anna is scared. Anna got on, some Rick Owens boots. She got on some thick-ass Adidas pants. She got on a black long sleeve with a t-shirt under that. She got a zip up hoodie. She got a pullover. She got a sweater. She got a throat cover, and then she got a blanket, and then she got a hat. I mean, she got on 20 layers of shit. I don't know if she's just trying to intimidate Stunner or what it is, but I'm looking like, girl, you know you about to get active. Why are you sitting here dressed, you know, in a fucking bedspread wardrobe? I'm not understanding it. Like, bitch, you got layers on top of layers, including pillowcases. Like, what's going on? Like, why are you coming in like this? And I'm just looking like, Anna is so scared right now. Without Tasiki, without Biggie, she really does not have that much mouth. She's in a scene where two people don't like her, which is Natalie and Stunner Girl, and you have to fight for your life. And at this point, you're coming in looking like you're bearing weapons, because we know how you get, just like you were trying to use weapons with Nunu because she whooped the shit out of you and Nunu beat your ass. Now you want to do that to Stunner Girl. It's not fair. It's not right. Run your ones. You was popping shit on the internet. You accepted the check to come here. Now you're on the screen and you're acting like a pussy. They should be screaming all kind of shit like, you scary out. You're scary. Scary. You're scary. Like, they need to be screaming scary to this bitch. Like, scared. Aha, you're not. Like, the same way bitches be acting like a motherfucking Jekyll and Hyde. She's like, oh, Summer, you're quiet. And the same thing for you, Anna. Look at you. You're quiet, Anna. You're not. Stunner Girl got you on hush hush. You don't even want to run that. Soon as you came in the door, soon as you came through the door, the Joker, Stunner, laughed at your ass. She's the Joker. She laughed at your ass, and then she was about to run up on you, and Natalie tried to be a medium, but because she wanted to get a little dialogue, but fuck the dialogue. Stunner on that, and I really want you to put your hands up, put your dukes up, chuck them up, get ready, square up, get right. You know what I mean? Get active, loosen up the shoulders, because bitch, it's time to run that. That's what, for my subscription money, from my subscription, y'all know how I get, man. About my subscription, don't play with me. Don't play with me about my subscription, Anna. We watching this, and we want to see you get active. All that hands in the snuggie and the moo-moo, we ain't trying to see none of that on TV. We want you off the screen. If that's the case, get active. What's gonna be saying? Get active. What are we talking about? Like, fuck is you want? Like, you. I'm glad you're from Jersey and not New York, because bitch, you'll make New York look bad. Like, you popped all that shit, so you wait till Biggie, the one you was calling and screaming, calling a pussy last, on the reunion, and Tasiki, the Hulk, which was your pit bull. Go back and watch my first video on this channel, and look at you, mute. Boy, have the tables turned, and karma is a bitch. So Anna was so scared to fight Stunner Girl that she started picking an argument with Natalie. Girl, why are you arguing with Natalie? You're in the middle of squaring up with Summer Girl, and now you want to pick a fight and an argument with Natalie. You're so scared to fight Stunner. Stunner really needs to do you in for you and Biggie. For Biggie's mouth and for your mouth. Since you always claim how you'll fight for Biggie if Biggie don't fight for you and all this, bitch, you the one with the mouth. This is what Biggie was talking about. I don't see how everybody not seeing that. Like, and I'm not no Biggie fan. I'm not no Biggie fan. But like I said, you talk that shit and you have to be able to back it up. Same thing goes for a little bitch that I can't wait to run into one day. It's a little bitch that I can't wait to run in one day, because all of that mouth over the internet, because you're taking advantage of the fact that you know that you wouldn't say this in front of my face. Say it in front of my face and I can respect you 10 times better. We gonna throw them hands and it's gonna be that. But for you to get on the internet saying certain cross the line disrespectful shit and just doing the most and acting out for attention for the crowd, what Sticky say? Let me teach you, baby. Let me teach you, baby, because I'm not about to sit here and play with you hoes. That's just not what I'm going to ever do. But I feel like they should have had Anna coming in there being active. All of that scary shit. Get off the screen, Anna. We don't need you on the screen. Get off the screen, Anna. And so the episode ends with Anna looking like she's dragging Natalie. Looking like she's dragging Natalie through the motherfucking securities. And then they show a clip of the scene where Stunner Girl runs up to Anna. They're about to get theirs now, and I just can't wait to see that part. It don't look like they did much. It looked like it probably got broke up. Oh, I fought her once, that's it, because it's whatever in the contract. That's all they got to do. So she fought her once. She could just move on to the next scene. She's done what she needed to do, whatever the case may be. So the baddies are in Africa now. So now we got the baddies in Africa. They got this ritualistic ceremony set up outside. It's a whole bunch of, dancers and entertainers standing outside waiting for, the baddies to come, welcoming them with like a coming to America type of, festive rundown, walk down little theme. And then they start rumbling. Y'all already know. As soon as they get together in these areas and they put this side with that side and this person with that person and they call it out and say who said what, it's time to run it. When you see that bitch, you have to run it. It's not no talking, all of that shit. It's time to run it. So bitches are fighting. Bitches are rumbling. It's looking like, you know, that first throwdown. Also, Pretty P sees Summer and Dolly for the first time after stealing her purse. I don't know why they stole her purse. That was so dumb. Like, I get it. It's some content for the show. They just want to do stuff. They got to do random stuff. But why would y'all take that girl purse? That was so lame, weird, and dumb. And then Summer hating ass gonna take it off her wrist when she was wearing this girl shit and gonna throw it in the fucking water. I'm like, she needs to beat the fuck out of Summer. She almost got her. They like, she threw her down on the like, whatever. And was about to go to work on her, and we see a bunch of security run up. So we don't really know what's gonna happen with that. But I really hope that Pretty P beat the fuck out of Summer for stealing her purse. Like, why are you stealing somebody's purse? Like, I get it, it's for the show and all that, but that is such bum shit. Like, come on, that's not like the chain. Like, snatch a bitch chain, that's different. But, bitch, you stole someone's purse. Like, taking their bag, that shit is so whack. Her ID, money, whatever the fuck else could be in that bitch, you don't know. Stop touching people's personal belongings. It's so disrespectful, so fucked up. But y'all already know that's how this TV screen work. And this where it comes in, where I talk my shit about Summer and say shit like, girl, you weird as fuck. Like, you're a weirdo. Like, you didn't have to do all that. Just like the Emmett comment. Bitch, calm the fuck down. You know, keep doing you, but calm the fuck down. Weirdo. Anyways, y'all, if y'all like seeing my videos, like, share, comment, subscribe. Share if you care. Share. Subscribe. And come back and keep seeing my videos because this is home and you like seeing my videos.